What up? So we're kind of diagnosing both cars today. One, the Bravo made it all the way back with no issues, so I'm very happy about that. But I do want to do an oil change today, so that's something that has to get done ASAP. I just drove all the way to Boston and back. I drove to Baltimore and back, and I didn't even do an oil change then. So that's something I want to get done. And then I also bought new tires for the Jimny. It came on 175 80 16s, and I was able to get these 205 60 16s Hancocks for like $200 installed. And I was like, you know what, that's a pretty good deal. But I think that I played myself, to be honest. I think that I should have just did it the right way. I know a lot of people tell me that they get like two 16s on their thing, but I think the biggest difference is that mine is automatic. So I'm gonna drive it right now for you guys. But when I was driving it yesterday in first gear, the car was just slipping. The transmission was not ready for this extra grip. I guess the extra like width or whatever of the tire, it was not ready to handle that. And from first to second, it was just going crazy. And I was like, damn, I thought I was being cool. Not even cool, I thought I was saving money. And I was like, you know what, I'm gonna just get these tires. It's 200 bucks. They're used. I'll change them later, like later in the year. But damn, you can't, well, it just did it right there, but you can't really realize, I guess. But yeah, from 0 to like 10 kilometers, the car, like, I don't even know how to explain it, but it revs much higher, then it drops down, revs much higher, drops down, and then it finally catches itself and it pulls off. Like right now the car is fine. Like look, I can pull off, no issues at all. But so right now I'm at a stop. Yeah, it's actually pretty minimal too. Like in a way, I could just continue to be like, you know what, I'm gonna just rock out with these tires, like I said, until winter's over, and then I'll buy some better all season, like, you know, cooler tires when it gets warmer. But I don't know, I don't like that. I mean, the car's already automatic, which is, I don't want to say a flaw, but the car's already automatic, so, you know, I don't want to put any more stress on my transmission, more stress on my diff with these bigger tires that I really didn't think would make that big of a difference, but apparently it is. So I'm driving to a tire shop right now. Luckily, it's like one of these dudes I'm cool with, so I'm gonna just tell him, like, can you just order me new tires? And then that way, let's see if we can do it right now. Yes, it's so minimum where you can't see if we can do it right now. Yes, it's so minimum where you can't really tell, but you can tell when your foot's down on the gas. But anyways, I'm gonna tell him, can you order me some new tires that are smaller? Maybe these weigh too much, I don't really know. But that way, you know, hopefully the issue goes away. I'll get like 195s, like I said, 195 75 16s, or maybe like 185 65 16s, something like that of the sort, because it's annoying. I knew what I was getting into when I got an automatic, but I don't want the car slipping from a stop. Like, oh my god, leaf springs in New York City potholes, terrible combination. Look, I'm at a complete stop right now, and I'm not gonna floor it, but I'm gonna give it some power, and you're gonna see the RPMs, I guess, go up, down, up, down, up, down. Look. Well, of course, right there, it didn't do it. That's what I'm saying, though. Like, it isn't a huge issue. I'm gonna let him drive it. And well, he doesn't really know what it felt like before. But basically, what I should have added earlier was when I drove this car all the way to Long Island. For that meet that I just posted, it didn't do that at all. When I drove it to Baltimore, it didn't do that at all. And it, you know, it was still an automatic. It wasn't like it changed. But I don't even think he's here right now. Let me call him, actually. He's not gonna be back at the shop for a couple hours, so I guess in the meantime, we'll stop at AutoZone, buy everything I need to do my oil change on the Bravo, and continue this day. Now let's do this oil change. So this is the one I use. I did it the first time I did my oil change, and you know, no issues. I'm pretty sure there might be cheaper or more expensive models, but this is what I use. And then 3 quarts of oil, and then I bought a drain pan just because I've always do it the super lazy way and put it like an aluminum tray. And I was like, all right, let me do it the legit way, because I want to do oil change on this guy and the Jimny in a couple days. So we're gonna do at least 2 or 3 before I have to empty this guy out. Here's everything you're gonna need for this video. A 17 for the oil pan, filter I mentioned earlier. This is some oil I have left over from when I did an oil change on the Jimny, so this is exactly 3 quarts. That's perfect. And then I just bought this. And then on the Bravo, you have to, it's on the other side, but I'll do both just to show you guys. So you have to pop the seats back. So you do this first, these two latches here, and then you just have to push this back. And then to get some more clearance, you gotta do this, and then that. In here you have this side. So here we have our dipstick, oil cap, power steering. Basically all the important stuff is on the passenger side. But let's hurry up and do this oil change. It really shouldn't take you more than like, I mean, everyone's different, but this should take like 10 minutes, honestly. It's pretty easy. The way they made K-Trucks made life so much easier. So let me break this guy open. Let's get under the car and let's drain this old dirty oil. Nice. I find it easier to take off the filter if you're right-handed. If you lay down this way, so your leg's facing that way, and you're able to kind of just grab a grip of it. Because if you go the other way, it's pretty hard. Oh shit, hold on. I had to take off the gloves real quick to get that done. That actually was surprisingly tight. I don't understand how, but I guess whatever, we'll just do it this way. Now let's grab our new filter. Put a little bit of fresh oil on the rim. And then just like the oil filter, you don't really want to get this on too tight. Like right there is good. You want it right before you have to like actually put a lot of pressure on. Now for old oil out, new filter in. Last thing now is just to add our oil. And again, you want to put 3 quarts. So we're pretty much done with the oil change now. I saw that the Bravo needed some power steering fluid, so I'm just adding some of that right now. And then look how dirty it is over here. For someone who loves this Bravo, and this is honestly one of my favorite cars of all time, but I definitely don't treat it nice underneath the hood. Like, come on, look at this cap. Come on. Come on. Little elbow grease later, look at that. I mean, come on. That was just me being pure laziness for not cleaning this. But it looks a lot better. I'm gonna do the other side too. Drop the car and start it up and we'll be done. Now for the last step. Let's get this car off these ramps. Reverse back a little. And that's pretty much it, honestly. Very easy to do an oil change on a K-Van and K-Trucks, really cars in general, but the K-Vans and K-Truck, they made life even easier. I'm gonna look into that Jimny problem. Maybe it isn't the tires, it's a pretty weird coincidence that once I changed my tires, the transmission started to slip and be super weird. But catch you guys on the next one. Peace.